Hello and welcome back to Let's Play 35 plus years of Advanced Squad Leader. Today is Saturday. Unfortunately, and as mentioned in prior streams, Rutan is not here today, specifically because there are things happening in the world, and he is busy attending those or watching those, whatever. So as a result, I am going to be playing a scenario solo. This is actually from one of the most recent dispatches from the bunker, but I saw it and it was relatively early in the timeline and figured why not. We'll check this out and see how things go. So this scenario is Dispatches from the Bunker, issue 60. This is DB-197. The scenario, Mussolini's Laughter. It involves the Albanians versus the Italians. Now, the Albanians, it's very rare to see the Albanians in action, so it kind of just leads me to more interest in playing this scenario. It's a 5.5 turns. We've got a lot of stuff to go through, and hopefully I can do it quickly enough with everything that's going on the board. So this scenario involves, like I said, the Albanians versus the Italians. The Albanians are defending, and the Italians are essentially trying to push through both maps and get off board as a victory condition. The Albanians have a rather large area to set up in. They have probably about like 90%. Well, maybe not 90%, 80% we'll say. So they can set up to hex coordinates 5 and fewer, as well as the entirety of board Q. So as you can imagine, they get to set up just about anywhere they want and be comfortable in how they've set up. Oh man, they don't have Albanians in this. Who do I pick? Can I pick Partisans? Nope. Yugoslavian? You know what? I'll pick Yugoslavian Partisan. I'm sorry, Albanians out there. But the thing I use for counters apparently does not have any Albanian marked one. So you'll have to be Yugoslavian Partisans. But again, my apologies on that one. Nothing I can do. Now, this scenario, like I said, has some interesting stuff in it. Just gonna fix my ELR and sand to make sure that just shows up automatically. So the Albanians get to set up in a wide area, and their objective is essentially to prevent the Italians from exiting off the board on the north side, quote unquote, so the upper portion, by the end of the game. And it has to be either between O and S1, so O1, S1, as well as exiting off from W1. I'm not 100% sure why W1 specifically, but that's just how it is. So they get VP for that, and they also get VP for control of multi-hex buildings. So if we look at the scenario, there are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 multi-hex buildings. So those would generate 28 points for the Italians if they manage to capture all of them. So as you can see, there's quite a mixed set of options here. You can choose to fight, you can choose to kind of run away. I think the smartest thing, honestly, is just to try and punch through anyways and get as many buildings as you can, because you can always aim for exit at the end, and it's not as big a deal if you're already getting most of the buildings along the way. Now, that being said, if you happen to lose a lot of units, then you're kind of, shit's creek anyways. So EC is moist. There's no wind at start. Orchards are olive groves. I'm going to have to try and remember that, and if it does anything. The biggest thing here is that they are also subject to airbursts as if they were woods, so something to try and remember. Interrogation is in effect. Obviously, the Albanians are in home territory and the Italians are not, as This takes place in Sarande, Albania. Both sides have some weird ELR stuff and some shenanigans with units. So, first and foremost, the conscripts on both sides have an ELR of 2, which is not great. All other non-crew have an ELR of 3. It's a little strange because, well, I guess, yeah, crew can't ELR, so it doesn't matter. Captured support weapons and guns can be used without captured use penalties, which is pretty nice. It's really just because the weapons that the Albanians have are Italian in nature, so they wouldn't have any issue necessarily with using them. There's a rule here, G1.611, which, if I remember correctly, means that only crews are allowed to use machine guns. So I'm gonna have to double check this. Shouldn't affect too much, but it might change where one or two things are. Yeah, so if an ATR, MMG, or HMG is used by a regular squad, then it suffers a rate of fire penalty, as well as a lowered breakdown number, which kind of sucks, and hopefully will not come to bite me in the ass, because I will put this out there. I set this up as the Albanians. I left it for a day, did not think about it at all, had a huge busy day, and have essentially just come back to this, and I'm trying to set things up. So pretty sure it was moist. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and as well, unpinned infantry crews are immune to cowering while firing MMGs or HMGs. So there is a an actual reason to have machine guns, the heavier ones, anyways, on your crews, because they won't suffer any issues necessarily with them. Albanians use Axis miners, both the counters and rules. An Albanian gun may use HIP only if possessed by an infantry crew. Otherwise, it may set up only concealed and emplaced. I should point out, I believe infantry crews are considered the 1-2Xs. If I'm incorrect on that, then my apologies, but I think that's just how I have it set up. Because I always look at infantry crew, whenever it says infantry crew, as what what normally would be a vehicle crew. Let me see if well, no, it is the 2-2s. All right, well, I'll have to try and remember where the heck they are. You guys can trade guns, which is fine, and I'll probably just end up swapping the Albanian setup whenever I see them. But like I said, I don't remember much of anything of the setup, so I'm just playing as it is. Excuse me, man, hating this cough that I got. The partisans exist. They're considered allied troops, have an ELR of 3, and can declare hand-to-hand as a Gurkha, which is pretty nice. And lastly, units being rallied by the OB given 8-0 leader receiving -2 rally attempt DRM. So the 8-0 acts like an 8-2, but he just isn't good at doing anything else but attempting to rally. So in this setup, I tried to set up kind of heavy on the center and right, because I didn't want the Italians to kind of just like walk through and get to the end. I don't know how well that's going to work out. I'm sure if you went full right as the Italians in this scenario, with how my setup is, you might actually just win. But I've said that before, and it doesn't always come true. So we'll see. I get a bunch of vehicles coming in as the Italians on turn 3 on the southern edge. So I can set these guys up however I want, and I just kind of have to pick an area to go with when the time comes. I'll probably just flip them all like that. Otherwise, I have this idea in my head that I'm going to try and push for some of these buildings here to get them out, the Albanians, that is. There is a multi-hex building that I want to grab over in W3, W4. So the idea is to pick up L4, L5 first, and make my way to W3, W4. Once I've gotten those, I've got a bunch of troops on the left that I'm going to try and push through these woods and then sort of wrap around and get into here. If I can get into the woods, into the J-line woods, I feel like that's just going to give me a really solid opportunity at just looking at all of these wood buildings and try as best I can to eliminate Albanian points of resistance, while some troops, hopefully the troops in W3, W4, also push on the right, which would encircle or at the very least cause some problems between Albanian defenders on either side, if and when they are there. So without any further ado, I think that's all I need to mention. There's a VP I talked about, all the SSRs. I will probably forget an SSR or two, specifically the olive groves. I'm going to actually read olive groves right now, so I have it in my head, but I will certainly forget rolling for interrogation. That I'm going to forget for sure. So orchards, we look at orchards and the rules. I should see olive grove. So in an olive grove, all orchard rules apply, and the olive grove has a +1 TEM. Its movement factors and movement point costs are doubled, and it's never out of season. Vehicles can gain wall advantage in an olive grove hex, which is kind of crazy to think about. I get why, but it is still crazy. So yeah. Anyways, let's get on with it. I do need to place the Albanian sniper, which I think best spot is probably about there. Because unfortunately, you're looking for stacks, not total units. So let's get at it. Rally phase, I don't have anything. Prep-fire phase, I don't really have anything either. I am tempted to try and set up some mortars. You know what? Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna do this. They are gonna be marked prep fire, but I just want to get them out of the way, kind of. Also, I'm realizing I should put these guys with the machine guns because they won't cower, even though I have leaders with them. I really don't want to, lose guys to that. Did I swap? Nope. There. Did I really put both? No. So where do I not? Do I only have 3? That's what it is. Yeah, okay. That's just really weird. Not a fan of that, but whatever. So there's the mortars have assembled. Like I said, I don't really have any other prep fires. I really need to get to move first. I need to move first, and then I can worry about stuff later. So first and foremost, I'm going to have a concealed unit in N8 move to N7. If I do want to shoot, I do need to, well, I would need to reveal them first. And I don't know if I have anybody that can see in the first place, because again, I don't remember who is where. And frankly speaking, there's just not that much in the way. So I'm going to have them get to N6. Are these guys real? No. All right. That's a bummer. So next guy will go for 1, and then 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, and everybody's in there. Okay, next stack in M9 is going to do the same kind of split thing here. So it goes to L8 for 1. Is this guy real? Oh, okay. So we're going to do this. I'm going to reveal a guy in M5, and I'm going to have him reveal the guy in L8, but also shoot at him. And that is clean, which is good. So he loses concealment, takes a 3 down 2. I forgot to take off my dust. I forgot about that. Can I take that off? Yeah, perfect. It's probably still going to show up, so ignore the 3rd dice, but that unfortunately does cause them to cower. So even though it is a 4 down 2, 2 on 4 would be super good. Unfortunately, that will be a 2 on 2, which is still great, but it is a K1 instead of a K2. So K1, their Italians already losing guys, which really sucks, and then a 2 check, they will still break. Wow. I should also point out it's actually particularly painful for the Italians to ever half squad, because you go from 3 to 1 firepower, and 1 firepower is just, It's so tough to play with. They coward, so they're final fired, so they don't get to shoot again. Or sorry, I did. Why did I say 4? It's a 1 check instead of boo. Well, the Italians will take it, but they will still break because they rolled. No wait, they will pin. Okay. Well, shows what I'm doing wrong. I don't know why I thought they were 4. It doesn't matter. So 4, they cowered, so they go from 2 to 1, or I guess technically 3 to 1. And then you can't have that for residual, so there's no residual in place, which means I'm going to transport or move these guys into L8 for 1. Is this guy real? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, I can't long distance shoot. Or not with, not at that range. And apparently, there we go. So I will continue to L7 for 2, and then into the building L6 for 3 and 4 total. Next up, I've got my guy in J10 is going to declare CX, and I will have him go to J9, I9, H8 for 3, H7 for 4, H6 for 5, and H5 for 6. I don't think I really want to, quote-unquote, waste shots on anybody, so I'm not going to take anything. Oh, right, you know what? I need to take off their concealment, because this guy sees them. Alright. Next up, I'm going to do concealed unit in S8 is going to move to S7. Is this guy real? You know what? It doesn't really have any good shots. So yeah, 3, 4, 7 will take a shot. So he loses concealment, and it's a 3 down 2. That won't do anything. 8 is certainly a no. And then we'll go into S6 for 3 total, and we'll put 1 residual in S7. Do I continue is a great question. You know what? Yeah. He'll go to T5. Is this guy real? He is. I am going to subsequent first. So doubles halves. So it's 3 firepower. Down 2. It's the same thing again. Nothing happens. He cowers. So not that that matters. But he's definitely final fired. I'm seeing these 4, 4, 7s. I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to let him exist. Next guy is going to lose concealment regardless of what he does. Goes to T7 for 1.5. Goes to U7 for 3 total. Yeah, okay. And then to U6 for 4. And I'm going to... I'm just going to hope that the Italians kind of suck and that their melee will not do well. 4, 4, 7s on the other hand... I'm going to have one of them go to Q7 for 1, into Q6 for 2, R5 for 3, and then S5 for 4. As he does that, I'm going to reveal a squad 6 down 2. 3 on 6 is a K2. So this time, the halving is actually correct, and the morale check forces them to break. There is a 2 residual. And that really sucks, and I'm going to try to push through here. So, next squad, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to subsequent. I was hoping for another bad result, I'll be honest. I probably should... It's risky, but I think it would have been worth it. So, doubled halved, 1 on 3 is a KIA, so they're just vaporized. Sniper activates, so maybe this will turn out a little bit better. Activation for the Italian sniper. What are we going? 4, 3, 2, 3. Of course, it goes directly to them and breaks them, which is unfortunate because they don't have anybody to threaten them anymore. So, bummer. Over here, stack that is concealed is going to CX. They will go to BB7 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I don't know if they would be seen in BB5, so I'll just wait. Next group does similar thing here, so they will go to BB8 for 1. I don't know if that guy sees him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are concealed. All right, I'll do a line of sight check. Do he sees them? No. All right, cool. Cool. So BB8 for 1, AA8 for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if they get seen by anybody, so I will leave them with concealment, but yeah. Next up, guys on the left. So these guys are all pretty simple. It's just a bunch of stacks. So first group, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think there's anybody I want to shoot with. I'm learning where a lot of real guys are, which is somewhat helpful in a weird way. The one thing I know is I'm pretty sure this guy's real. Pretty sure I remember him being real. And I do not want to risk, guys, my HMGs and MMGs. So I think, yeah, I'll go 1, 2. Is this guy real? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, damn. Can't shoot. 3. And then 4, 5. And he is real. All right, well, we'll try 3 down 1, 6 on 3. I believe it's just a pin tash check. Pin tash check, they are lucky. The leader is okay. The first guy pins, and the second guy is okay. So not really gonna matter a lot because I don't really plan on throwing them across anyways. But next group, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all subsequent. Why not? No effect. Okay. Is there anything else? I think that's it for all my movement. Defensive fire phase. I don't think there's anything else for me to do. Oh, except one. So I did have one thing I remembered. I'm going to throw a DC with a hero. So DC is going to get thrown, and we're going to see if I can get some kills here. Thrown DC. All right. So, blah, during any friendly fire phase or defensive fire phase, instead of being placed, you change the DRMs, which is fine. You also make a separate die roll, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay. So I get to do it immediately. It's on 30 firepower. So DC to L6. Oops, they want to drag the hero. So DC gets thrown. And I'll do L6 first. So that's a +7. No, the thrower's location receives +3. Blah, blah. Okay, no, yeah. So the thrower gets, right, so there's a +2 plus the TEM, and the thrower gets an extra +1. So, again, 8 +2 +3 for building, so +5 overall. So 13 on 30 is still a normal morale check. Wow. Normal morale check. Leader passes, squad breaks, and squad breaks. This guy ELRs. And I gotta try and remember that. Or sorry, it was a normal morale check. He will not ELR. My bad. But he still breaks, and so does the other squad. So both squads break. The leader is fine. And then we do the hero, another 8, and that'll be +6. 14 is a pin task check, and I'm pretty sure heroes cannot pin, so nothing happens there. I forgot to put the... There we go. Okay. So that's his action. Pretty sure there's nothing else I can really do for that. What else is there that I could do? These things don't really see anybody. He's final fired. Pretty sure all these, yeah. These guys also? No, okay. Yeah, I don't think it matters. I'm gonna have a 4 firepower flat. 704 pin test check, nothing happens. Dang. Alright. That's it for defensive. We'll go to advanced fire phase. In the advanced fire phase, I want to have these crews essentially all shoot at the guy in B4 on board 17Z. So the crews, so I have 2 firepower in C7, and I have 1.5 in, or sorry, I have, because just this guy's pinned. So I have 3 firepower flat. 7 on 3 is a pin test check, I believe. He's pinned, which again won't mean anything. And then over here, I might as well do 6 firepower up 2. Ooh, 5 on 6 is a 1 morale check. That guy is broken. And sniper doesn't activate. All right, well, we know who is the chosen. Pretty sure that's it. Routes. In the route phase, Italians are first because they are attacking. So the guy in S5 goes to S6. Pretty sure that's it for the Italians. Like, oh, these guys do have to route because they, yeah. Shoot. They may become prisoners. Does an Albanian hero wish to pick up 2 Italian squads? I think because it's 2 Italian squads, they're not gonna do it. Do I have to choose? For prisoners. What am I looking at here? Capture. So in the route phase, must you route as a group, a stack of broken unit surrenders simultaneously? Wow. Wow, shit. All right, well, because of that, the Albanians will 100% take the opportunity to take out 2 squads. Also, for those who are curious, the reason why this is the case is because M5 should be able to see L7. Yeah. So because M5 sees L7, there are no hexes that L6 can go to that are not open ground and thus interdictable. Specifically because of this hero. If this hero did not exist and it was a 7-0, I don't believe it would apply to K7 because he has no firepower. He has firepower in CC and that's it. So there is a world where they'd be fine. This guy in U5 does get to route, so he will route back to W4 because of the hindrance that V5 creates. And then the guy in S4 can route away. He can choose to route. The problem is, could he do that safely? I don't think they see R. They do. All right. Well, shoot. They can't route. Well, they could potentially route to S3 or whatever. Yeah. No, they'll just stay there. Screw it. Advances. In the advance phase, the Italians are going to converge on U5. They want that building. I am going to throw caution to the wind because of the fact that that's already gone poorly enough. N6 is all going to jump into N5 because I might as well. The guys with the LMGs on the left are going to go into A7. Everybody else is going to stay where they are. The guys with the mortars, I'm going to have one guy go to K10. And then over on the right, do I split these units up at all? Yeah, maybe. So let's do this. And this. Okay. We go to CC phase because I'm pretty sure everybody else has done their thing. We go to reveal values, and these guys don't exist. And then over here, Italians and hero. The hero might not apply his thing here. Okay, if heroes are considered, is it considered leadership? Okay, two things I need to consider here. If leadership is considered just being able to provide a -1, then a hero has leadership. But I don't think that's the case because it's a special thing. So I don't, yeah, they don't have leadership. All right. Next up is whether or not heroes are stealthy. Stealthy is kind of, I don't want to say it's like a hard to understand thing or whatever. Heroes are stealthy. All right. So because the hero is stealthy, they are not ambushed. Otherwise they would have been. So it is a 1-to-1 for the Italians, and it is the same for the Albanians, except the Albanians will have a -1. So Italians, Albanians will get a casualty reduction, and the Italian the Italian leader is moited, and he is gone. So that's not going well. But all right, Albanians will roll for weather, no change. And then, what else? Is there any rally fades? Yes, they can attempt self-rally, might as well. No effect. Same thing over here, that'll just not happen, and this DM will also go away. We go to prep fire for the Albanians. I'm going to attempt prep fire against N5, since I know they must be real, otherwise both dummy stacks would have been eliminated. I'm going to shoot essentially a 3.5 up 1. No effect, unfortunately. Excuse me. 3, 4, 7, and B4 is going to shoot at the 9 stack leader. So it's a 3 flat. 7 on 3, pretty sure is a pin task check. The 227 crew is pinned once more, and everybody else is fine. Because the leader provides the -1 to the other guy. So I probably should have moved him. But that's them's the breaks. I'm going to reveal and shoot 3 up 1 against the bigger stack. Nope. Alright. Actually, I'm going to go... I'll be right back. I got something I got to take care of. All right, sorry about that, folks. That was unexpected. Okay. So prep fire stuff that's not really worked out. I'm actually a little worried. Well, our being position isn't terrible. It's just could be better. Yeah, you know what? I don't think there's much other shooting I can do. We'll go to movement phase. In the movement phase, I'm going to... yeah, so we'll do 2, 4, then 1, 3. I might as well fight for that. Those guys can stay where they are. Those guys can stay where they are. There's not really much I want to move, which is really unfortunate. Yeah, I think I'm just good where I'm at. Defensive fire phase. I might as well try first Y6 to Y5. So it's 6 up 2. Now they cower, so the 6 goes to a 4. That is a 6 on 4, which is still a normal, surprisingly. And they pass, so good for them. Next up, stack and Z5 will do the same. So instead of 6, it's 12. It's still 12 up 2. 10 on 12 is probably just a pin test check. Yeah. Ay, my neck is sore. That squad is pinned, so they're in a real bad spot now. Alright. Next up, who else do I want to shoot with? This is it's a wood building. Yeah, I'll do 6 to the bottom location of W4. Now they will cower, obviously, but they're also halved. So that's a 1 firepower up 2, because the cowering happens before the shot. I'm pretty sure, or sorry, it's, man, what is the does concealed occur first, or is the modifier? I don't think I've ever really had cowering and that happen at the same time. Placement effect. All fire and CC is halved. So is the example have cowering? No. Okay. So I gotta check cowering then. Does cowering happen before the half or after the half? So the question here is, if cowering happens before, they would go from 6 to 4 and then end at 2 with a 2 up 2, which would be a pin test check. But if the cowering happens after, then the 6 becomes a 3, and then that cowers from 2 to 1. Which is why it's very important, because it's yeah. It's just resolved on the next lower. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to assume yeah, I think that's the case, because the attack is resolved on the next lower column. So, yeah, I think it goes to 6, it is halved to 3, goes to 2 because of IIFT to IFT conversion, and then is next lower to 1. So it becomes a 6 on 1, which is nothing, unfortunately for the Italians, which is kind of big bummer, all things considered. I should have done this first, so I will. Mortar in J10 is going to shoot at L5. That is a hit. I haven't been rolling any snipers, right? No? Okay. Not in a while. So that's definitely a hit. I'm gonna string it just to double check, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it should be. If that's not, I'll be shocked. I'll be honest. Yeah, okay, and it's clean, which is super nice. So it's a +3 to the wow. Okay, 45 is a 5, so it goes to 2.5. That's up 3. So normal morale check on that is pretty crazy. Well, fortunately for the hero, nothing happens. But I do have rate of fire, so I will take a second shot. That will be another hit, and no effect. And I will wait there because I do not want to fish for anything. Or fish for criticals. K10 is going to shoot or try to shoot at M5. I think that's blocked. We'll just try anyways. Oh, that's clean? Wow, okay. That is a hit. No rate, unfortunately, but no effect. So, dems the breaks. But shocked to learn that both those are clean. Alright. I'm going to drop concealment from the gang, the huge gang in N5. They're all going to shoot at M5. I'm just going to roll it. It is an up 2 shot. They are leader directed, and that is 18 firepower. So 8 on 18 is a 2 morale check. All right. They pass. All right. Wow. Italians look like they're going to lose this one. Yeah, I'm going to, I don't know if you can assemble when you're pinned. Can you assemble when you're pinned? I don't think you can. Because I think you need to be good order. Dismantled. The weapon can be converted. Blah. Oh, it just says buy the unit possessing it during any... Right. So, presumably you still have to, like, not be broken. But you can still do it even if you're pinned. It sounds like. Unless I'm missing something, but it doesn't... I don't think so. So, I will organize all of my machine guns. It will take all their shots, so they're not going to shoot, technically. But I will shoot with the gang in A7. So, what are we looking at here? 15 firepower up 1. 7 on 15 is a 2 morale check. And this guy will 100% ELR and break. I don't think I have any other shots. Like, I got a 3, 4, 6, but I really don't think that's going to do anything. And this guy can't see anybody. So I think that's it. We will go to advanced fire phase, and I just don't... nope, I don't think so. Really don't think so. Then we go to routes. So route phase, these recently broken guys are going to... they can see a guy. So 2, 4, 5, 6. His goal is going to be like C8 or whatever. So he runs out. Nobody else is broken. Oops. Nobody else is broken. We'll do advances. Advances, man, that's a tricky one. The 347 is gonna he's gonna be as aggressive as the hero, I think. He's just gonna they're gonna sit in this multi-X building and try to stay sane, I guess. Is there any other advances? Not really. Everybody's kind of in good spots, like... You know what? I will move the guy in was that J2 to I2. Kind of get out of line of sight of this potential mortar. And, yeah. Otherwise, I think that's it. No CC, we go to Italian turn 2. In Italian turn 2, weather is no change. Rallies, after I take off pins here. Italians get a free self-rally. They will get it. Wow, okay. Meanwhile, the Albanians don't get anything. This DM stays on. And we go to Prep Fire. Prep Fire phase, Mortar in J10 is going to keep shooting at Hero and stuff. They will miss. Actually, it is -2. That is a hit. There's just no rate or anything, and nothing happens. All right. Yeah, no. That's the 2 hit did not cause a break. This Mortar, I'm pretty sure cannot see this guy in I2, so they're just gonna have to suck it up, I think, and move. In the movement phase, I will take a chance with this 3-4-6 and Y6 against Y5. No. He will lose CX anyways, but that's pretty much it for him. Yeah, I think that's it. Movement phase. In the movement phase, these guys are going to... Well, you know what? I'll do this group first. I am going to... You know what? I'm going to assault move them. They're just going to be real quiet this turn. And then over in Z5, the stack will lose its CX, and then one guy is going to assault move to Z4. So I'm trying to wrap around there. The 2-4-7 in S6 is going to go to S5 for 1. And as the Albanians, I will shoot W3 against them. Holy moly. Alright, well, he's just dead. I know that guy's just dead. Sniper doesn't activate. Okay. It's getting to be much. That is a 2 residual. Yeah, wow. I'm going to try and raise my spirits here. Stack and N5 is just going to all go to M5. I could assault move them all together, I guess, technically. Or, sorry, all separately. But I think that's just kind of the worst option. Because it's not like it's impossible to kind of get around that. And depending on who shoots, they would still, like, target limitation, I could still get to L6 as an example. So I don't think it's necessarily worth it to do that. But instead, I will take the opportunity to shoot with everybody. I guess I technically don't need to reveal the 8-0, but either way, they're all shooting at them. Huzzah. There is a -1 for the hero, so it is an up 1 shot. And that is up 1 on 14. So 8 on 14 is at least a 1 check, yeah? Yeah, 1 check. So, leader's fine, squad breaks, second squad is fine, and the other squad breaks. So 2 squads break. This is going absolutely terribly for the Italians. Yeah, wow. Squad in L8 is going to go into L6. And for shits and giggles at this point, I will subsequent with the guys in this building. I'm pretty sure the hero can't cower, but the squad would. So squad's firepower goes from 6 to 3 to 1.5. The hero is 1 firepower. So it is 2.5, 2.5 up 1. Which means 5 on 2.5 is a normal morale check only. And they're pinned. Wow, okay. This really sucks, because that means I'm going to have to change my entire attack, or I just go around them, but yeah. Alright. Guy in H5 loses his CX. He will go 1, 2 into H3. I will reveal I2 and shoot. You have got to be kidding me. Conscripts making low shots a lot is just crappy. 2 on 3 is a K2. Alright. So K2, 2 morale check. They are, actually, maybe not. It's probably worse. No, alright, they're just pinned. Which is still terrible. But they are not dead, I guess. Sniper doesn't activate. Alright, Italian Sniper is asleep officially. What else? 3-4-7 and U5 going to assault move to V4, and I'm going to subsequent first fire, because why the hell not? Okay. I am then going to take the opportunity. That would be a 1 residual. U5 is going to go to V5, and then W5 for 2. As I get there, I'm going to declare with a heavy machine gun on upper level R9, which 100% is clean. It is a 6 down 1, 3 on 6, K2, and rate. He is 100% broken. Man, like if I didn't have tankettes, I would not be. I definitely am playing the Italians wrong. I think I feel like I need. If I had one more turn, like if this was 6.5 instead of 5.5, I feel like I would be way more comfortable with the Italians all setting up in like the middle or something. I think, you know what? I think I just should have set everybody up on a side. The Italians, I feel like the Italians just don't have any weight behind them. As soon as they start breaking, it's just kind of over for any push. I think that's what I'm realizing now is that is what I did wrong. Which is unfortunate that I'm realizing this now, but we shall play on and cry at all of this stuff going on here. So C7, I'm gonna have the leader help the 5 portage point HMG. So they have 4, which means instead of 6, there's 5 movements. So 1, 2, 3, and then 5. Next up, same deal with this other group here. So 1, 2, 3, 5. And then the stack of squads with the LMGs will CX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there anybody else? Mortar doesn't have a shot on anybody. They have 3 movement points, so we'll do 1, 2 into J8. And that's it for movement. Defense fire phase. 347 shoots at Z5. That is a 6 on 6. It's a 1 check, I believe. Is it a 1 check? Or never mind. They have 3. They're fine anyways. They break. Easy ones. That's a up 2. 3 up 2. Why not? No. I don't think I have any of the shots. HMG is going to shoot at the broken guy again. Okay. That is rate of fire. And that's just a 5 on 6. Which I believe is a 1 check. 5 on 6. Yeah, it's a 1 check. Rolled a 5. What's their morale? Alright, they're gone. Because I have rate of fire, I will take another shot. This time at the guy in the open in V4. I don't cower because it's a 227, and if it wasn't a 227, I would have swapped because I don't want them to cower, essentially. Which actually, hold on, I need to double check this because those guns might not be able to be hip. Infantry crew, they can only hip if they were infantry crew. Yeah, okay, whoops. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really change what would have happened. They get to set up concealed, so that's nice. Same thing for this guy. Yeah, okay, that's what I fucked up. All right, cool. So the HMG does not cower because it's an infantry crew. It's a really great shot. It's a 6 on 6, which is a 1 check, I believe. Heat of battle. Ooh, okay. So 6 on 6 is a 1 check. A 4 on that. They are not elite. They are Italian, so they get a +3. They rolled a 4, so they get a 7, which means they miss out on hero, but they do battle harden. So there's that. Take out the residuals. I will take the opportunity to shoot at them again because they are posing a threat. I knew this would happen. I thought to myself, oh, what if it's a 2? And yep, and a 2 on 6 is a KIA. So easy come, easy go. I don't have a single other thing to shoot at with that HMG, so that's just it. Advanced fire phase. I mean, we'll do a 3-up-1. Nope. Man, my personal morale on this is already just in the dumps. This sucks. This sucks. 3-up-2 against the hero group. Nope. That's it. I really don't have anything else that I can do. Go to routes. In the route phase, this guy's just gonna go to the building for 4 movement points. This guy would have been DM'd, so my apologies on that one. I will take the opportunity to route him to 4-6. What else? Everybody here is got to go back, so they'll go back. And then this guy continues 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Advances. I again am going to. It might not be the greatest idea, but honestly, I need to get position and kills here because if I don't, I'm just in trouble no matter what. Okay, so this is a question. Do I bother? It would be Albanians first. It would be Albanians first, and I could shoot at the guy who's pinned, and then go anywhere I want anyways. Or I could wait till the movement phase and then go into M5 and again do shenanigans. So maybe as the Italians, I really do want to get into melee against the hero and try to eliminate him as fast as I can. And it's probably not going to work, but I think that's kind of the only real chance I have at the moment. It's just really, excuse me, it's just really, really bad. You know, thinking about it more and more too, the 8-0, I think it would make more sense to do like a human wave thing with the Italians, just all go one side, because the 8-0 can just pick up all the broken guys. So maybe that's what I should have done, and I'll have to just scrap this and take the L. But until I choose to do so, we'll do over here ambush. So Italians, Albanians, nothing. Italians are 2-1, and the Albanians will do a 1-1. I don't feel too confident. And unfortunately, the Albanians will take a loss here. Their first actual loss. And then where the hero is, so Italians, Albanians, no ambush. It is technically 1-1 for both sides, but the Albanians will get a -1. So 1-1 Italians, and then Albanians. So the Italians are dead because of the -1 from the hero, and the Albanians will take a casualty reduction. Random selection chooses the squad, so they will get halved. Okay, this is going absolutely terribly. This is bad. Turn 2, Albanians, 6 on the weather, no change. I've got a lot of splaining to do here, Lucy. This is crazy. This is just like unsustainable losses is really what it's coming down to. Take off pins, rallies. I got this guy without a DM. It doesn't make it, and the Italians are all screwed, so their DMs will come off. Alright. Prep fire phase. In the prep fire phase, I am going to... 4-up-1 against 2 guys. Nothing happens. They're prepped. Excuse me. What else can I do? The guys in L5 are going to shoot at adjacent. So, 4 firepower up 2. No effect. What else? What else? Do I go for it? Yeah, you know what? Why not? 3 flat? Nope. Or Pintash check? He's banned. Alright. Cool. It's kind of it, really. I'm going to turn this guy's gun around. Holy moly, how do I... we'll do it this way. So, they're considered prep-fired. Otherwise... kind of it. I really just don't have anything else I need to do. Movement phase. In the movement phase, over in here in L4, I'm going to have the squad assault move to M5. That's going to DM these guys. And then the leader, which I have no real use for at this point, because like even if all these guys die, like they did their job, he will go up for 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think anybody sees him, which is really unfortunate for the Italians. Like, I really don't think L6 would see him. So he gets the 06 for 5. And then he just gets to sit there. And these 2 squads are just dead. There's nowhere for them to go. Yeah. I'm going to have to break them. I'm going to have to try and break them at the very least. Otherwise, like, I don't have any moves to really do. Like, I can, the guy in Y3 assault moves to X2. And, like, the guy in BB1 assault moves to A1, I guess. I can just do an orderly retreat. I don't really have to worry about anything. Defensive fire phase. In the defensive fire phase, mortar. We'll do back mortar first. J10 shoots. That is a crit, which is pretty dope. It goes... It's not great, though, just because the modifiers just suck. So, it is a 45... 5, so 10 firepower, and then it's -2, so it's a 6 on 10. It's just a 1 morale check. So the hero doesn't pin, so he's fine. It'd be 8 anyways, but whatever. And the squad is okay. The half squad is fine. That's disgusting. I got rate. Shot also succeeds, no effect. Third shot is a hit, no rate, and no effect. Cool. Next mortar, same target. Yeah, I'm good to do that. All right. No hit and no effect, or no rate, no effect. 346 is going to shoot at the guys in M5 as a 3-up-2, no effect. All right. I'll do a 6-up-2 against the guy in W3. Normal morale check, and the guy breaks. Okay, all right. That's good. Not great, but it's good. I'll take good. At this point, I'll take anything. Good included. And that's kind of it for shooting. I really don't have much in the way of targets. Advanced fire phase, none, really. There's no point. Routes. Oops. Routes. In the route phase, these guys will route back. Is this one continuous? Yeah. So, 2, 4, 6. Excuse me. Those guys are fine. Those guys, yeah. Everybody else is fine. These guys are just eliminated for failure to route because I have already chosen not to take prisoners. We go to advanced phase. In the advanced phase, screw it. Why not? You'll go here. I feel like if I go back to L4, that'd be skulking. Obviously, the mechanics of it are way different because I wasn't avoiding combat or taking shots, but I'm just gonna go into L5 and play it as is. Yeah, I think that's fine for advance. We'll try to, quote unquote, fake those guys out. Those guys go back. You can see where they are. And the guy in I2 can go to H1. Why not? I think that's it. CC phase one CC, one double C. Albanians, no ambush. Albanians are 1 to 2 down 1. And 3 to 2 for the Italians. The 1 to 2 down 1 will succeed. So the Italians are going to lose yet another squad. Going for the first building that they've been unable to access. And like, Jesus. I just don't know like what am I supposed to do at this point? Like, it's not the end of the world. It just really sucks. Like, do I just do the lamest thing possible? How would that even be worthwhile? I can get 30 points from tank hits, specifically. Okay. I can get 30 points from then I need 11 more points. 5 squads and a leader. I don't even have a leader on the right side to take advantage of that. I think it's possible. All right, let's see here. So y'all were like this, and because these guys, I'm pretty sure, have to do platoon movement. That is correct. They have to do platoon movements, which really sucks. So they're all going to be CE because I need the movement points, and yeah. So yeah, yep. Rally phase stuff. I am going to try self-rally. No. And then the Albanians don't get anything. Prep fire phase. In the prep fire phase, I am not going to bother with anything but mortar. So mortar in J10 is going to shoot the hero. So 8 is a miss. I do have rate. I will shoot a second time. I will not get a hit, and also no rate. Mortar in J8 shoots at target he's already acquired. No effect. No hit, no rates. This guy technically regains concealment, which I don't do enough, to be honest. That's it for prep fire, I think. Moving phase, I'm going to have one guy in Y5 goes to X4 for 1, into W4 for 2-3. Next guy will go to X4 for 1, X3 for 2. I'm going to reveal a 4-4-7 and have them take a 4 down 2 shot, 6 on 4 normal. They're pinned, of all things. Oof. This is all just so terrible. I have to see what the what's the spread on this scenario. Sorry, my nose is plugging up the longer I play somehow. There we go. Mussolini's laughter. What are we looking at here? 2 Italian victories. Well, we'll see if that trend continues. Okay, so I have a recently pinned squad. 136 is going to. I'm going to do the stupidest thing possible. Well, is it even worth it? No, not really. Go to H2 for an assault move for 2. That's it. I don't really care to shoot as the Albanians on that, so it's fine. Stacking E4 has 5 movement points, so we'll do 2, 4. Stack in D3, assault moves to D2 because it does not take their full movement. And then, or sorry, I don't know why I was thinking the wrong thing with these guys. They only have 4 movement, so I could CX, I guess. Uh, I'm going to CX with them. This is probably going to be a terrible idea to get to F1. Um, as I as that happens, 3 flat, nope, and super cower. So they're done, and I might as well 3 up, 3 flat. No, okay. I think that was really worthwhile. So these guys move after. Air first fired. No, I think that's fine. And then they'll do 4. Okay. Vehicles. Do I want to do vehicles first? I'm gonna have one guy dash into BB1 via BB2, and I will reveal a 336 to shoot. He's had firepower, so nothing happens. So he gets to BB1. That's his move. What else to do? It feels like it would just be a really dumb idea to dash in the other hex. Unit in, what is that, Z3 is going to normal move to Y3 for 2, and then continue to Y3 for 2, and then Y2 for 4. And then as he gets there, this guy flips to DM. I'm going to subsequent as a 2 flat. So 6 on 2 is a pin test check. They're fine. He's finaled. And then I might as well. I'll take the opportunity for a 4 flat. 7 on 4 pin test check. He's fine. And then 3, 4, 6 in AA3 is going to assault move to AA2, and I will subsequent with both these guys. So it is a 2. It's 5 down 1. I think I rolled an 8. I did roll an 8. 7 on 5. Pin test check, which is not what I'm looking for. They're pinned. All right. At least there's that, I guess. All right, now vehicles. So vehicles, half 1, 1 half 2, 2 half 3, 3 half 4. 4 half, 4 half, 4 half, 5, or 6 half, 7 half, 8 half, 9, 9 half, 10, 10 half. So 10 half, 11. These guys get DM'd. As I get there for 11, HMG shoots at Y9. It's definitely a hit plus rate. That sucks. And that is clean. So hit plus rate, range is 7. What's 2 kill? You... vehicle 2 kill. Machine gun is 4. 1, 2, range is 7, so there's no plus. Oh man, if I was 1 hex closer. There's 1 armor, which will cause that to become a stun. And I think when these guys are stunned, they're recall. Yep, okay. So the first guy is stunned. I think because there's a result, nothing happens to the crew. Like, I don't think you get the opportunity to collateral the crew as well. I could be wrong on that one, but that just feels a little bit more mean. So big stun on the first guy. Do those vehicles just stop instantly because it's platoon movement, or do they get to check for free? Platoon movement. So mechanics of movement, they share the same stop, non-stop, Non-stop. The motion status. Yeah, I think they just all stop because of the fact that the mechanics of movement say they share the same stop, non-stop, and motion. But if a crew is stunned, then the vehicle must like it just stops. Just yeah. So I think they all just stop. Enemy each use between armor assaults. Yeah, I think I'd have to read up more on it just in case, but I think that's what happens. Because it's not a question of the vehicles, like a vehicle is destroyed, which then ceases to become a vehicle, it becomes a wreck. B as well as tank capability come to you and you have the battle. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think because it's stunned, it's yeah, everybody else stops. I think that's how that works. So yeah, they all stop there, which really sucks. Next set of vehicles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 half, 6. And then so 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll button up. So 9, 11. 11. 11, and then stop delay for the rest of their movement, I guess. Might as well. Defense fire phase. In the defense fire phase, HMG will take a shot at vehicle in Y10, which I don't know if that's clean. Yeah, okay. Shot. Miss, but I do have rate. We'll take another shot. Hit, no rate. No effect. What else? What else? What else? What else? No real guys here. Yeah, yeah. All right. Oh, that guy was real, but did I get him in this turn? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, I might as well. I'll do a 2 down 1 on the mortar guy. No. Worth a shot. I think that's it. I think that's it. I don't have an ATR, right? LMG. No, no, and no. Alright. Advanced fire phase. In the advanced fire phase, I will take the opportunity to shoot my with my tankettes that can see anyways. So I've got 4 firepower up 1, no, and breaks their gun. 4 firepower flat, normal morale check, and this guy conscript breaks. And then the guy in BB2 who's shooting at 2 up 2, no effect. All right. I think that's it. Not true. I can technically shoot a 4 up 1 from Tankette and Y1 to X10. Nope. All right. That's it for them. I will take a 1 up 1 shot. Nope. Machine guns in F1 are all gonna shoot at this guy. It's an up 2 shot. They're halved, so it's 15, 7.5. 7.5 up 2. 5 on 7.5. 5 on 7 is 2 morale check. Ooh. Yeah, he breaks in ELRs, which means he's disrupted. Which means he's going to have to be forced, or he's going to force surrender. But I think that's it for shots at the very least. We go to routes, and like I said, this guy has to surrender immediately, which I'm pretty sure they're just going to reject it. So we're on no quarter both sides. It doesn't matter for this side because there's all of the vehicles can't capture anybody, so it doesn't matter. X10 will go to W10, V9, and then V8. Actually, no, I can't do that. They have to go to V10, so they'll go to V10. That's it. I think that's it. This, I'm just going to flip it now. Advances. Italian advances. I'll be honest, there's not really much I can do. These guys are going to advance here, you're going to advance there. It's like the dumbest thing possible, but I need the movement. Like, badly. Guy in W4 is going to go to W3. They're going to realize they're all fake anyways. I'm just going to delete these guys because they'll know they're fake anyways. What else? Like, I guess technically I can occupy a squad for an extra turn. Not that it really matters. Oh, right. AA1 also, they will get to low crawl because of no quarter being invoked. But I think that's it for routes that should have happened, and I just forgot. Yeah, advances, 346 goes to AA1, Y2 goes to X1, that guy's pinned in the road. Those guys all made their movements. Yeah, I think that's it. No CC, as far as I'm aware. Nope, no CC, and we go to Albanian turn 3, weather, no change. Haven't done anything for interrogation either, which feels very standard, unfortunately. Rallies. I mean, I'm going to try the 6 morale guy again, I guess. Doesn't happen. That's it for that. This guy maintains. Damn, my bad. And then, Italians will attempt to repair? No. Alright. Prep fire. In the prep fire phase, 8 up 1. 6 on 8, so 1 check at the very least. This guy breaks. Ooh. 8 up 1. Normal morale check. That guy breaks and ELRs. Ooh. Oh boy. 2 down 1. 7 on 2, pretty sure it's nothing. 3 flat. Nope. There's no way that sees this. No, there's no way. I guess technically it doesn't matter. So, yeah, I'm gonna attempt it. Infantry gun J9 against D1. There's no way. Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. The sniper trigger on it? No. All right. Blah. Yeah, I guess the only other thing really is HMG. HMG in our R9 is going to shoot at the Y10 guy that he could see. Hit and rate to kill, no effect. Second shot, hit, no rate, and no effect. Other than that, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Go to movement phase. I mean, is there anything I want to do in the movement phase? Not particularly. I do want to... this leader in N6 is going to get the hell out. So it goes to 06, P5, Q5, R4, and then S4 for 6 total. Because I might as well. And then the squad in R4 assault moves to L4. Actually, he's going to assault move to M5. Fuck it. Until the Italians start making moves towards there again, there's no point worrying about it. So, I'm just going to stick it like that. And then that's pretty much it for moves. Yeah, that's pretty much it for moves. Defensive fire phase. In the defensive fire phase, machine guns AA2 to the prep fire guy nearby. It is... Oh, you know what? I probably can't shoot. Well, I mean, it didn't matter for any of these guys. Or at least I don't think it mattered for any of these guys. But I think I have to be buttoned up to shoot. It doesn't matter for AA2 because they are buttoned up. It is a +2 -1, so it's +1. 704 pin test check. He's fine. And that guy doesn't really have a shot. We'll do these two squads, W3 and X3 against W2. I'll just roll it. It's an up 1. It's 9 firepower. So, normal morale check. He is pinned, which doesn't matter. Huzzah. Mortar in J8 is going to move his shot to L6. Shot 1. What's their minimum range? 3? 2. So, that is a hit. And rate, no effect. Second shot is a hit. No rate. No effect. Second mortar, shot, hit, and rate. Ooh, this might actually... There's a +3. So 7, 45, 5, 2.5. No. But I do get to shoot again. Huzzah! Hit plus rate, no effect. No hit, no rate. So both of them are marked. And then CX guys in G1 are all going to shoot at F9. It's an up 1 shot, or up 2 shot on 15. So 10 on 15 is probably just like a pin test check or something. Yeah, pin test check. They are super pinned, which super helps, I'm sure. And then I'm going to stack D1, E2, same thing. Yeah, that guy's just vaporized. There's no way. I do technically have rate of fire, but there's nothing to shoot at, so nothing else happens there. Advanced fire phase, none. Do I have anybody that could shoot? No. Nope. Routes. In the route phase, Albanians first, so these guys will go... actually, you know what? No, they'll go 2, 4, 6. To BB-8. That's all I have to do for routes for the Albanians. The Italians. The Italians. This guy's not disrupted, right? Is there not a guy? No, I think he was, and he became conscripted. Yeah. 2, 4, 6. And then 2 there. I could technically do like 2, 3.5, 5.5, but whatever. It's not really the end of the world either way. Alright, I think that's it. Advances. In the advance phase, is there anything I want to do? You know what? I'm going to try. Pin test check. He's... Yeah, nope. Pinned it in Z10. That's a shame. Yeah, I think that's it. No CC. We go to turn 4 Italians. Do I have any amount of movement that would let me get the points I need? Probably not. Weather. Do weather first. Take off pins. Huzzah. Ooh. That might be, because I think interrogation is 4 for attacker. Or invader, I guess. And 3 is what you need for the defender. Interrogation. Oh, right, never mind. It's interrogation, not civilian interrogation, right? Interrogation, yeah. That, I should have, yeah. I mean, would there have been a value in doing interrogation? Because interrogation, I should have thought about it more, because you can, yeah. Excuse me. It's weird that it has to be invoked, though, because, like, does it have to be invoked if it's just normal? I guess you have to invoke it. That's unfortunate. I think that would have been interesting to, yeah, it would have been interesting to have that potentially occur. Oh well. Not the end of the world. It does give an incentive to capture prisoners, but frankly speaking, there's not much. Like, the Italians are in such a bad place at the moment, through bad rolls and a little bit of bad strategy on my part. I'm not innocent on that. That's for sure. Yeah. So no interrogation, which is fine. They get Italians get the free reroll, so nothing. I get to who do I try to reroll or rally here? Yeah, we'll just go for the bottom guy. 5. Ooh, he makes it. DM goes away. DM goes away. And then Albanians get to attempt to rally. Don't get it. It's fine. And then Italians will attempt to repair. No. Alright, repair 3s on that. Wasn't meant to be. Prep fire phase. Mortar and J10. Chunk. Hit, no rate. Or, sorry, hit and rate. 6 of 2. No effect. Second shot. Hit, no rate. No effect. Next mortar, same thing. Hit, no rate, nothing. Alright. Honestly, I think that's just over for that. 6 up 1 from W3 to W2? Nope. I gotta try and move, which is a bummer. I don't think I have any shots on that side. Yeah, I think that's it. Movement phase. 3, 4, 6 and Z7 declare CX. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I can. Yeah, 4, 5. And I don't want to get blasted by an HMG, so I will stay there. 3, 4, 6. In X3, assault moves to X2. I can wait on that. Actually, it doesn't really matter. I'll take the 4 up 1. Pintash check. He's fine. Or, oops. That guy's fine. What else do we got? Plenty of stuff. Okay, so the recall guy instantly automatically recalls. So it buttons up. I'm pretty sure he has to move first. I would need him to move anyway. So 1, 2, 3. Starts for 1. 4 to turn around. 6, 8, 10, 12 in motion. Over here, the 1, 3, 6 will move for 2 to Z1. And then, this is dumb, but I'm trying to bait out a shot so that they can just have to waste it, essentially. 3 to I-10. Albanians will not take it. And then 4 to I-9. And then I might as well. Didn't get rate. Okay, that's all I really cared for. That's a critical actually, because of the range and everything. Uh, so it goes. It's a 65-10. So it's a 20. 8 on 20 is a 2 morale check, I believe. Yeah, he breaks, which is fine. That's all I cared about. Because the next guys are going to, because he's kind of target locked at this point, realistically. These guys will do 2, 4, and then over here, both groups will go 1, 2, 3, bypass 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, where'd he go? E2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these guys are dead. Cool. Vehicles. These guys are all gonna button up because I don't trust it. So I might as well just get everybody in a group. So they'll button up and start for 1. So this entire group has started for 1, 2, 3. As I do that, or sorry, 4 total. 4 total, and this guy is going to shoot. Huzzah. That's a miss, no rate. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Or sorry. 5. Because there's turning involved. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 12, and then 13 in motion for everybody. And then the guy in the road here is going to assault move to AA1, and I will take a 8 up 1. 1 morale check, he's fine. Okay. I think that's it for all of my movement. Defensive fire phase 2, down 1. It was bound to happen. 2 on 2, K1. This mortar guy's just gone. Bound to happen. We'll mark him defensive, doesn't really matter. I'm gonna final fire versus X2. Why not? Jeez. 5 on 4, pretty sure it's a 1 check. That guy ELR and breaks. Same thing here. Oh my. I forgot the sniper check too. I'll do both sniper checks. I don't think it would affect them, but we'll see. So 4 on 4 is another, like, is that a 4 on 4 is a 1 check? Yeah. Okay, that guy passes again. Sniper 1, sniper 2. No snipers. All right. Italians have been really shitty on that. This guy did not come back. Yeah, it's not much else I can really do. Advanced fire phase. LMG stack shoot. They are halved, so 7.5 up 2. So it's a 6 on 7.5, or 6 on 7, which should be a 1 check. This crew is definitely broken. Okay. That guy prep fired. 3 up 1. Nope. And that's it, really. Routes. In the route phase, Italians first, so this guy is going to go back for a hex, which is fine. This guy is going to go up, so 2, 4, 6. And then it's the Albanians. This guy will do 2, 4, 6. This guy will do 1, 3. This guy technically DM'd, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna mark him. I'm gonna mark him as having DM'd. And I think that's it. Advances. In the advance phase, I do not want to get trapped here, so let's do this and this. Oh, y'all. I need to try and get kills. Also, I should point out, I need this and map and labels and Italians there. So the Italians have gotten one set of building versus all the others, which is really bad. Return on investment so far. I'm going to do this. And I feel like if I don't get either of these CCs, like if I lose both CCs, I think that'll just be game because there's then no more pressure on the right side because the Italians are just going to remove all their vehicles before anything else happens because it's just been bad. And they don't really stand a chance against guns and HMGs and MMGs is really the sentiment I have. So yeah, I think that's it for advances. We'll do CCs. In the CC phase, there are 2 CCs. We'll do the left one first, I guess. Italians and Albanians. No issue there. The Italians are 1.5, and the Albanians are 1 to 1. There's a casualty reduction for the Albanians. Yikes. That goes to melee. Over here, same idea. Italians, Albanians, no. I'm pretty sure there's just nothing happens. 1 to 2, and then 1 to 1, no effect. That just goes to melee, and that's it. Turn 4 for the Albanians. No weather change, which is normal. Rallies. They'll attempt to self-rally on the lead squad. They'll get it. Leader, direction. Won't get it. That's a bummer. And then everything else comes off. Nothing else. Oh, these guys get to attempt to rally? No. Okay. That was they'll lose that anyways. Doesn't matter. This guy loses DM. That guy loses DM. Pretty much it. Alright. Prep fire phase. In the prep fire phase, I mean, nothing really matters anymore for that. I can just like move those guys back and be safe. Nothing else matters. Oh, no, I can't do that shots. Yeah, I'm gonna reveal guys in N8. It's a heavy machine gun against the big stack in J10. Wow, they got really, really, really lucky. It's a building, yeah. Alright. Well, since that didn't work, I might as well reveal this and hope that they see him. They might not, but what's the point anymore? Holding back. Ah, boo. Okay, well, it didn't matter. At least there's that. Yeah, that's kind of it for prep. Movement phase. So over here, I'm going to have the half squad move first. Also, I guess technically I should do this. So half squad is going to go to L5 for 2 and then continue to L4 for 4. Hero will go to L5. Mortar guy will shoot. I think that's a hit. Yeah, no effect. And then they'll just continue to M5 where he can't be spotted, and pretty sure, yeah, there's no rate. Okay, just more nonsense. The 447 in V10 is going to normal move to W10, then X9, and then Y10. Nobody can shoot him because, excuse me. excuse me. Nobody's just in good order to even see him. The HMG in R9 goes downstairs for, we'll say 2. I don't think it really matters. And then this guy will go 1, 2, 3. I don't think he gets spotted. Does for concealment loss penalty? No. Okay. I'm pretty sure he can't see. Oh, he can? Okay. Well, then he loses concealment as a result. I'm not gonna shoot because that's just a pointless shot, but it's more just you can see him. You exist. Yeah, I think that's it. Defensive fire phase. In the defensive fire phase, I will try to shoot back 10 fire. Yeah, 10 firepower up 2. 7 on 10s. I'll check. That sucks. That really sucks, especially as an HMG there. Damn. LMG squad guy 5 up 1. No. It does DM him though. Is there any other shooting to do? You know what? This 347. Whatever. I should have done it earlier. I want to move. I'm gonna move him to N5. Is I think the plan here. I don't think there's any other defensive fire phase stuff I can do. So, advanced fire phase, same problem. I don't think there's anybody to shoot at and do anything to. So, routes in the route phase, nobody should have to route really. I mean, you know what? L10 gets to route. He'll go up to M1 and then into N10. Is there anybody else? No. Alright. That's it for that. We go to advanced phase. We're going to reinforce a melee to try and not lose there. These guys will go to N5, because even if the mortar can see them, it doesn't really matter. Unless I really want to split them and get the hero to go towards the HMG, maybe? I guess. Oh, you know what? Yeah, there's no... I'll wait. There's just no point for that gun to point that direction anymore, realistically, so that's all. What else? I think that's it. I think that's it for advances and stuff. Unless I really want to be gaming and say oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll move into S9. Because I'll have a nice line of sight. I'll have an extra hex of line of sight. So, yeah, I think that's it for advances. Yep. CC, I've just got the 2. So, 4-1 Albanians, that's a kill. Because I think 4-1 you need a 10 or less. No, 9 or less. Well, I rolled an 8. Even with a 9, it would have killed him. The Italians are 1-4. No, alright, cool. And then over here, it is 8-3, so 2-1. And the Italians will do 1-2, because I don't think they'd have a chance. Yeah, that's just a kill. Turn 5. Okay, so in the ecosystem I have here, I would have to... I don't know. I think I must move everybody all the time for the rest of this scenario. Otherwise, they're just dead. I have no time to lose. So right now I have 4 VP from buildings. So we'll change the label to BVP. And we'll clone this. I can't clone it? Oh, it's Control C. Label EVP. So I'll have to calculate it afterwards, but this is it was supposed to be 30. It's now it's now 24. So I have 28 points, which means I need 13 more. So I would need 6 squads and a leader, which I don't. I mean, the only way for me to achieve that is through all the crews. So, go figure. So rallies, or I didn't do weather. So weather, no change. Rallies. Italians get their free one. So we'll do this guy because he's closer. No, all right, cool. Albanians get to attempt. Also, no, that's just been standard. And then Albanians with the self rally, yeah, also no, sadly. I should have rolled backwards, but whatever. Gun repair. Whoa, back to 25, baby. That's why you risk it. Prep fire phase. I can't. I just can't prep fire. I need to move all the time, every time. It's otherwise it's just a straight game loss. So prep fire phase, mortar against guy, shoot. That's a hit. Is it in LOS? It is. Effect, no effect. I rate, shoot again. Hit, no rate, no effect. Okay. Is there anything else for me in prep? No. Movement phase. So all these tank hits are going to come off because I don't think I can see any of them. So, come on. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 movements for all of these vehicles. So I forgot about the armor leader, but the armor leader is an extra 2. So it is 5 points per vehicle, so 25, plus the leader for 27. So I'm at 31. I need 10 more points. So first things first, I'm going to dump the HMG and the MMG, and I'm going to declare CX. So bypass 1, 2, 3, 4, bypass 5, bypass 6, 7, 8. Same idea here. Dump machine gun, dump the machine gun, declare CX. Bypass 1, bypass 2, this DMs. 3, 4, 5, bypass 6, 7, 8. Guys, the LMG in the bottom first, declare CX. 1, bypass 2, 3. It's going to DM this guy. 4. And then I'll stop. And as I declare that, these guys will shoot as a 6 down 3. Okay, well, I was trying to be cute and get myself a target limitation thing. Him being KIA removes that. Next guys, I might as well just move them as a stack. So they'll declare CX. 1, as they go there, these guys will shoot again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they are, this guy's halved twice. That's 2 down 3. 5 on 2 is a normal pass. Break, casualty reduction, which is disgusting. And then sniper doesn't activate. So it's 1, 2. These guys are subsequent. As he gets there, HMG will shoot. The HMG is +1 down 1. So yeah, no effect and no rate. 3, bypass 4, as he does this, this conscript squad is going to shoot. I'm just going to roll it. Yeah, it's a +1 down 1, so it just blanks out. Range is 5? No, that can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 6. Because the bypass in the hex. So it should be 6. So it is 2.5. So 7 on 2.5. I don't think that does anything. No. 7 on 2.5, fine. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 5. Because I want to get in the building. Yep. I think that's it for movement. Everybody, or this guy, CX, loses CX. 1 to 2, I guess. I don't know. 4 down 2. Cowers, it's 4 on... instead of 4 on 4, it's a 4 on 2, which I believe is still a 1 check. And this guy breaks, but not before this guy DMs. This guy's first. That's it, really. Defense fire phase, I am going to turn this gun that way. Actually, this way. So I'm going to turn the gun. I'll just take out the concealment. I don't think that matters anymore. I don't really care for it. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes. Routes is kind of a big one. Routes, you go there. You go there. This guy can technically stay where he is. And that's it. Yeah. Advances. Advances is also a real big one. So this CX guy goes into M6. You go into the woods. You go up the hill. And that's kind of it. I guess the guy with the mortar is going to drop the mortar. And just advance 1. And I'll have to try and rush that building. No CC. Go to turn 5 for the Albanians. And then I'll have to try and math it out. Weather, no change. Rallies. I am going to try a rally with the 6 morale guy. Okay. He doesn't get... He gets field promotion. What's the field promotion on that? So roll to 4. We get a 7-0. It was broken, so it goes to a 5. His base morale was 7, which doesn't change it. Yeah, so he generates a 7-0, which doesn't... True? Well, you know what? I say that, it might matter. It might matter because that's a lot more... That's 2 more movement than I was expecting to have. And, yeah, that could be a big difference. I will try to rally over here. Won't get it. And I will try to rally over here. Also not get it, which is fine. I don't think anybody else has self-rally. Sorry, this guy was under recall and would have continued moving. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, so he gets off board. But he gets off board this turn and is marked as recalled. Okay. So that's it for the rally phase. The Italians can't rally anybody, so we'll take the DMs off. Don't need those anymore. We go to prep fire phase, of which the infantry gun is going to shoot point blank. So it's a +2 down 2. I need an 8 to hit infantry. That'll hit. I used the TEM. I did use the TEM. So there's no TEM on the shot. It's a 5 on 65. So 5 on 10, which is a 2 morale check. And that's, well, it's not game technically. But it's such a bad result because that lets all of the Albanians essentially get to where they need to go to cover off the movement. So for example, movement happens. So in the movement phase, I can declare CX with this guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll go in. I guess technically that doesn't really matter, but whatever. We're here. I could do it differently, I guess. So I could do 5, 6. These guys would just normal move. So 1, 2, 3. I would then attempt to pick up the machine gun. I paid 4. I would attempt to pick up the machine again. I will get the machine gun. And then go here for 5. Actually, it doesn't matter. We'll go there for I'll say 6. Again, doesn't matter. Nobody can shoot them. Nobody can stop them. Like, it doesn't really matter. HMG over here has 2 movement. Yeah, has 2 movement. So 1, 2 on the road, and then I can get in there. These guys are going to declare CX. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bypass 6, bypass 7, 8. They can't be seen. These 2 guys, I guess I could CX. It doesn't really matter. I will do 1, bypass 2, bypass 3, 4. This guy is DM'd. 1, 2. He's also DM'd. 3, 4. This guy is just going to go in the building to take away the Italian forward VP. This doesn't matter. Is there anything else? Oh, yeah. This guy is just a conscript. So, bypass 1, 2. And that's it. Defensive art phase, there's nothing the Italians can do. Everybody's either off board, dead or dying, or trying to run off the board. Advanced fire phase, none. Routes, I mean, this guy technically can't go anywhere. He can go to the upper floor. So he goes to the upper floor. That's it, I think. Advances, this guy goes in the building. You go into the open ground. HMG goes in the open, because I should be able to see... I think I can see O1. I might not be able to, but it doesn't matter. Hero will join 08, and then I can transfer a machine gun to him. These guys are fine where they are. Oh, sorry. The routes here. I guess technically this guy could route there and this guy could route there. It doesn't really matter. It's more like prevent them from rallying and trying to get a building or something. That's pretty much all I really care to do, I think. CC phase none will go to Italian turn 6. And, I mean, I just don't think it's possible for them to get the points. So, rally phase, I'm going to try and rally this guy because he's the closest. Nope. And that kind of locks this out, I think. So, I need specifically 14 points. So, there is 6, and that's 12. Yeah, I don't have enough points. That is... the only way for me to get it is everybody here gets off board, and then this guy has to capture this building, which is not technically possible. So we'll game it out, because why not? So movement phase, we'll say that the LMG gets transferred to the hero, because why not? Actually, I don't know why I did it that way, like this. So we'll game it out. This guy is 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to declare CX because of CC. So I go to K9. He's fine there for 1. K8, I will take a shot. 3 down 2. 5 on 3 is... Oh, it doesn't matter. He's either broken or pinned. And so that's just it. I can't take that building. I don't have enough points. It is game over for the Italians. Yeah, I think the problem here in is not the scenario. The scenario is fine. It might be a little too quick. Like I almost feel like the Italians, it should be a 6.5 turn instead of 5.5. That's probably how I would look at it. At worst, I think the Italian balance should be that. The balances in this is for the Albanians, you replace an 8-0 with an 8-1, and you add a 3-3-7 to the partisans, which I didn't even use. Like, they exist, and I didn't need them. I think if I was to redo this, I'd probably have the partisans either in N1, R2, or like T0. Like something real, just like gross, where last minute you can kind of shift them from T0 to V0 and like watch W1 or whatever. It'd probably be what I'd do if I was to play this again. Um, but the Italian balance to swap 2 3 4 6s for 4 4 7s, that's very meh, very mediocre. I don't really care to have more elite squads than I do already, because frankly speaking, like, they just kind of suck. Um, if I had to make any complaint whatsoever, actually, it's that all of the Italian support weapons start DM'd outside of the LMGs. And I think that's probably the one thing I would change is maybe give them half. Maybe the HMGs are DM'd, but the MMGs aren't. Because the problem is that you have no base of fire once you start, because you can't assemble if a scenario tells you you are DM'd from the start. You can't choose to not do that. Um, so, so yeah, because the Italians don't have a base of fire, it's actually tremendously hard to try and get like cross this one area. I do think that I could have and probably should have put everybody on one side, even if it means the Albanians will just shift over and have like more of a concentrated fire. On the Italian defensive side, at least you can have like one big line, and it doesn't matter who breaks because theoretically you have more guys. So, like for example, because the infantry crews don't cower, for the Italians you get 3 infantry crews, so you can put the 2 HMGs on there and an MMG, which I really think that should be a 4-2, because that's so annoying to have to split the HMGs and MMGs and have one be a crap squad that can cower. And also that's just like extra fucking busy work for the player. So that's probably the thing I would change the most is make the MMGs not DM and swap out a 1-2-6 for 2-2-7. And then I would think it's way more balanced. Um, the tankettes coming in on turn 3 means you don't really get to stop and shoot with them ever. You probably get one, stop, shoot, and then you have to move again. Which, I mean, I get what the point of the scenario is more the exit than it is anything else. But that does, like, it is a little, And yeah, because the Italians just don't have a base of fire at the start, you have to cross open ground, which you're not good at. The Italians don't have great morale because the majority, well, half their squads are 6 morale guys, which is rough. I like the idea of the 8-0 being able to rally faster. And again, to my point earlier in the stream, I do think that it reinforces the idea that if all the Italians are together in like one giant blob, not like in 4 hexes or whatever, you span them out into like 20 hexes or whatever, but if you have a giant gray blob that just kind of like slowly shifts its way north, at the very least when guys break, you have a quote-unquote more central location for your 8-0 to kind of just try and rally guys. And outside of like a really unlucky sniper, the 8-0 should be around for a while. Now I lost mine, I believe, because there's no way for me to like really recover from the excessive losses I was taking. But yeah, I think outside of a couple of minor changes, it's not a terrible scenario. I would love to know how the Italians Yeah, I would love to know how the Italians won this in both wins that are on the ASL Scenario Archive. Not because I doubt that they got the wins. I'm more curious as to if, like, what their explainer would be. I would have to imagine that the Albanians were even way more spread out than I had put them, and just got unlucky on like HMG rolls and whatnot. Because I did have a really good run with the HMG, and the mortars had really good runs for the Italians, but they never got results even on the critical, and that was really BS. Like the critical not generating a thing was just rough. So yeah, I think that's how I would look at the scenario. Not bad, enjoyable, or at least like potentially enjoyable, and with a few minor tweaks, I think would be more fun. Or would be more enjoyable as the Italians. So thank you for watching as always. I should be back on Monday with Rutan. I don't know what we're gonna play yet. He has to get back to me on that one. But I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Thank you and